On the 2nd of October 1961, a beautiful baby girl named Kalpana Saroj was born to Indian parents in the remote village of Rperkheda. Saroj's parents were not exactly well-to-do, but they weren't starving either. Her father was police constable and her mother was a petty trader. Her parents had a total of 5 children, of whom she was the eldest. Saroj's parents enrolled her in the village elementary school, where she learned how to read and write simply. Despite coming from such an interior part, she hoped to become a person of substance in the future. Her childhood was happy until everything started to fall apart the year she turned 12 and had to be married off to a man who lived in the slums of Mumbai. Early marriage put a lead to Saroj's ambition, as she threw herself into performing wifely duties to the detriment of her education and dreams. Saroj's relationship with her husband and her husband's family was a recipe for disaster. Because she was underaged, her husband's family took undue advantage of her. She was subjected to all kinds of physical and verbal abuse. At a point, it became apparent that her husband's family did not mean well for her. This prompted Saroj's father to rescue her from the marriage and take her back to her village. Upon her return to the village, she discovered that her divorce had shocked the sensibility of all and sundry. Saroj was branded a bad woman and ostracized by most people. It didn't help that she was only an impressionable 16-year-old at the time. The ostracism she suffered led Saroj to attempting suicide shortly after her return to the village. When her suicide fell through, she realized that there was more to life than what her village could offer her. Saroj remembered her childhood ambition, which were cut short by early marriage, and decided to start trying to live again. Her resolve to make something out of her life made her return to Mumbai city. This time, she lived with her uncle and began to work in a garment factory. The financial condition of Saroj's family started to take a turn for the worse, with the increasing needs of her maturing younger siblings and her parents' advancements in age. So, she took on the responsibility of her family's provider. Having been through so much at a tender age, Saroj was equipped to face the world and any challenges the world brought her way. While working at the garment factory, Saroj never lost sight of her entrepreneurial ambitions. She began to apply for loans from government, and when she received some loan, she started a tailoring business and then a furniture store. A few years down the line, Saroj expanded her business to include real estate and film production. She currently funds a number of foundations which help young women who are in abusive marriages. So, here's the thing. There are certain circumstances we find ourselves in that make us wonder if our lives are worth living. Some of these circumstances leave us hopeless and we give up on ourselves. But according to the Time One saying, no matter how long the night lasts, the sun will eventually shine. We should take solace in the fact that nothing lasts forever, and when things go wrong in our lives, we should always keep hope alive and forge ahead. Lionel Taylor said, "Hope can be a powerful force. Maybe there's no actual magic in it, but when you know what you hope for most and hold it like a light within you, you can make things happen almost like magic." We should always hold on to hope when it feels like our world has fallen apart. Jonas Salk said, "Hope lies in dreams, in imaginations, and in the courage of those who dare to make dreams into reality." So, at any point when it seems all hope is lost, all we need to do is imagine our future, our dreams, our goals, and draw strength from them. Emily Dickinson said, "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches on the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all." Kalpana Saroj never lost sight of her dreams even in the darkest hour. This was why she was able to succeed in the face of all that she went through.